I've been through a lot with the German Railway or Deutsche Bahn as a management consultant and a content creator who travels almost every single week. My personal highlight was a train delay of over 8 hours and I slept on the train with my work colleague. So I can safely say that I have enough wisdom and experience to give you tips on how to save money. Here are my 8 tips on how to save money on the Deutsche Bahn. My first tip is to collect and redeem points from DB. You first need to make a DB account and additionally register to the Bahnbonusvorteils program or buy a BahnCard. But once you are registered to the Bahnbonusvorteils program, every time you spend money on DB tickets, BahnCard or even food on the train, you will get 1 point for every euro you spend. And trust me, it sums up over time and it's totally worth it. You can redeem your points for a lot of stuff, for example a freaking Walkman, books, earphones and so much more. But I think it is most worth it if you redeem it for free ICE tickets or a first class upgrade. For example, you can get a free second class ICE ticket for 1000 points. And if you redeem 500 points, you can get a free upgrade from ICE second class to ICE first class. Those two deals have the best ROI in my opinion. Tip number 2, I've mentioned BahnCard a few times already and you really need to get it. For those of you who don't know what a BahnCard is, the BahnCard is a discount card offered by Deutsche Bahn and there are 3 types. BahnCard 25, BahnCard 50 and BahnCard 100. So here's how it works. Let's say you have a BahnCard 50 for the first class. You pay a yearly subscription for the card. You will get a 50% discount on the flex prices for the first class and second class tickets, and a 25% discount on the Savers Fare or Spar price, and the Super Savers Fare or Super Spar price. The best card is of course the BahnCard 100. You can just randomly get inside of a train and the ride is free for the whole year because you get a 100% discount. So how much does a BahnCard cost? Here's the full overview. It depends on the discount level, 25, 50 or 100. It also varies based on whether you're under 27 years old, buying it yourself or purchasing it through a company. There is also an opportunity to buy a trial BahnCard or Probe BahnCard, which is only valid for 3 months. If you're under 27, I would really recommend you buying the BahnCard 25 for young people. And trust me, you're gonna get your money's worth in no time. I personally use BahnCard 50 first class, but I only got it because my company paid for it. Otherwise, I would just stick with the BahnCard 25 for the second class, honestly. Tip number 3, go to the DB lounge for free. So the DB has 15 lounges in different cities, where they offer a relaxing place to stay or work before or between your connections. Most DB lounges only offer drinks though, so it's not like an airport lounge, but still, you can bring your own food to the place. Moreover, in Frankfurt, Munich, Berlin, Cologne, Mannheim, Hanover and Hamburg, they offer a premium area where they also serve food. Now you're probably asking yourself, how do I get inside of the lounge? Well, you have 3 options. Option 1, you need to have a silver, gold or platinum status as a Bahn customer and you have a long distance train ticket for the same day. Important note here is that you can only go inside of the premium lounge as a platinum status member. Option 2, you need to buy a first class ticket in the flexible or flex price category. You cannot enter with a first class ticket on a saver fare. Option number 3, you have BahnCard 100 for the first class, then you can come inside anytime. So tip number 4, get yourself a Deutschlandticket. Deutschlandticket is a nationwide public transport pass in Germany, costing 58 euros per month, allowing unlimited travel on regional trains, buses, trams, and metros across the country, excluding long-distance services like ICE, IC, and EC. For example, I like to take day trips from Stuttgart to Heidelberg. It would have cost me 20 euros one way if I did not have a Deutschland ticket. So, if you want to, you can travel all of Germany with it. I saw a YouTuber who used the Deutschland ticket and crossed the country in 24 hours. That was crazy. But it's not just about saving money for me, it's also about saving so much time. Imagine you're visiting a friend in Hamburg or Berlin. You don't need to buy day tickets every single time. You can just hop on and off a bus or a subway. You don't need to think about the different zones they have in Berlin and Hamburg, and you're a tourist, you don't know it anyway. And the cherry on top is, if you're a student, you can get a Deutschland semester ticket from your university and it will only cost 34.8 euros per month. If you're not a student, don't worry, maybe your employer can get you the ticket for a discount price. Just ask them about Deutschlandticket job ticket. Tip number 5. Book early, please. The long-distance trains have the same pricing mechanism as flights. The earlier you book, the cheaper the ticket will be. Let me show you here. If I book a ticket from Stuttgart to Berlin with a departure of around, let's say 10 a.m., 3 months ahead, I can get a price of around 55 euros. But if it's only 2 days in advance, it's gonna cost me almost 100. That's a lot of difference. So book in advance, please. Tip number 6, get your compensation if the train is late. We've all been there, the sky is blue and the Deutsche Bahn is late. Just keep in mind, if your train is above 60 minutes late, you are entitled to a compensation of 25% of your ticket price. If it's above 2 hours, you get 50%. I've experienced this a few times unfortunately, and I got a pretty sweet sum. Because my company paid for it, I got the money for free, basically. What you need to do to get the compensation is just fill in a form and submit it. You can get it on the train, the DB workers have them, and if they're feeling nice, they will hand it out to you without you even asking. Even if they don't, no worries. You can go to the DB service desk at your final destination and ask for it. Or what I prefer to do is use the DB app and submit the form directly from there. It's much easier. And this is the reason why I always buy the ticket with my DB account. Because if I buy it from my DB account, everything, every information, every ticket is going to be connected to your account. Tip number 7, combine your Deutschlandticket and the long distance train ticket. Let's assume you have a Deutschlandticket, which I really hope you have, and you want to go from Berlin to Tübingen. It's a small city near Stuttgart, by the way. The fastest way to get there with train is to take an ICE directly from Berlin to Stuttgart, and from Stuttgart you get out and take the regional train to go to Tübingen. The price for this connection would be, for example, 58.99 euros. But I wouldn't buy that connection. I would just buy an ICE from Berlin to Stuttgart. It's cheaper, see here, it's only 47.99 euros. And take the regional train from Stuttgart to Tübingen with my Deutschlandticket. It's basically free, quote unquote, because I've already paid for it, right? So it's always worth it to check and only buy tickets which are not covered by the Deutschlandticket. And last but not least, just keep an eye out on special discounts. As I was doing my research for this video, there's a 20% discount for connections on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I know that every single year DB offers discount in the summer as well. I hope this video saves you money, and I appreciate if you give me a like and a follow. Ciao.